So it's the day after that little storm we had, and these Mexican Tithonias like perked up. They went straight in the air. It looks like the top one might have grown another foot or two just in the last 24 hours. This blood orange doesn't seem very happy though. We probably are going to have to slow drip it or just give it more frequent waterings. See if we can save it. It's possible that just the tree canopy just like blocked a lot of the rain from coming over here where the blood orange is. So if we got a more steady rain for hours versus like a 15 or whatever minute downpour, it might have done better. Looks like something made our stink water logs collapse. I guess that means that all of this magic soil here just absorbed like 50% of the water, but you know, there should still be that stink water absorbed into these logs, at least, you know, a good 2.5 feet. See here where we tried to make our own magic soil or extend the area where that magic soil was, where we dug this pit and put all kinds of stuff down here. It's got mushrooms growing out of it. That's probably a pretty good sign. Check this out. Our pumpkin squash, whatever, zucchini hybrid is growing, and that rain, I guess, is getting it to bloom now. So this is ones that did not die during the freezes we had. You know, there were certain like 3 or 4 sections that survived, maybe in a little microclimate. So one of our grafted American persimmons does not look good at all. It lost all its leaves. And we've been watching this for days, trying to supplemental water it, you know, but it may just not be meant to be. Using something like a grafted American persimmon can be like a big money loss, you know, financial loss. And if you multiply that times dozens and dozens of plants, you know, over the years, it can be really, really devastating. It did look like that rain made this Dunkin' grapefruit just a little bit happier, but it still doesn't look good. It definitely has perked up the pineapple guava that's always stressed out here. For the most part though, that one day of nice rain just bought us time. You know, if we don't get a good consistent rain every 3 or 4 days or so, if not more frequent, then we still stand to lose a lot of plants. You know, I think we're in survival mode. There's no way I can justify like planting this new wolf grafted, you know, custom graft for me, loquat. There's no way I can plant it in the ground right now. It's probably going to die if I do. It's kind of in survival mode here. So we're putting the potted plants in heavily shaded areas where we have quick access to a water hose. And we're not planting any of our potted plants in the ground, possibly until, you know, cold weather. So I guess a couple videos back I said, you know, this could be the end of our planting season. And I think I'm right. I think most likely none of these plants are going to be able to go in the ground. You know, our planting season ended early, and it sort of, you know, got majorly delayed, you know, a month or 2 back, probably 2 months back, or, you know, we had to slow down either way. But I did not want it this early in June to abruptly end. Just the weather, you know, we can't control the weather. Sometimes every once in a while we'll have a cool June, but even like May was like hot and miserable. So I think that's it for that. But I mean, we're still going to do videos as we can to update everything that, you know, we could still get new acquisitions, new plants that just go in the protected space here, you know, in the shade, in a pot. But for the most part, any big gardening surprises, I think, it's not going to happen this year. So we're finally starting to get some early blooms from one of these papayas that survived the frost last year. There they are. They're early blooms. They haven't opened up yet. But the same one bloomed last year and didn't produce any, so it's not self-fruitful. Sometimes, you know, each seedling can be male, female, or self-fruitful. I'm assuming there are also self-pollinating ones. Self-fruitful means that it'll produce fruit that's seedless. Self-pollinating would produce fruit that has seeds. So we have, 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, papaya trees all over, maybe a little bit more that could potentially pollinate with this guy. But is it going to happen? Is it early enough now so that we would actually get mature fruit before a freeze? I don't know. But I guess everything is in survival mode now. And I guess we can end this video here. All right, guys, take care.